Hello, stitchy friends. Hi, hope you are all well. I'm Sophia, and this is my channel, Sophia Stitching Love. Thank you for being here with me. Welcome. If you just joining for the first time, I hope you like what you're gonna find. And thank you for coming back if you're a returner. And first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone that left all those lovely comments. Oh my God, I'm so happy with like everyone comment, it's just so overwhelming. I don't even know the words how to express all the kindness, all the warm thoughts, all the prayers, and then also regarding my designs, the good reception from everyone. Thank you very much, everyone. You're all so kind. I know this community is lovely, but feeling it in the first person is just so good. So another week is gone. I've got my new glasses. I just picked them up. Like I just got home 10 minutes ago from picking them up from the store. I'm still trying to get used to them because I don't know how you say it in English. They're the ones. It's the first time that I'm using those glasses that you can see near and far. Um, so I'm trying to get used to them. The gentleman at the store told me that I shouldn't be wearing them today because I should get up in the morning and then start with the new glasses. But the other ones were like sideways because they were glued, so I was just tired of them. I really want the new ones, and I want to get used to them as quick as possible. So tomorrow I'm working, and I want to be fine. And also look at all my whites, all my canes in here, because I'm not dyeing my hair at the moment. It's still falling so much. So I don't know if that's because of the acrylic or what. It's still going the same. So well, but everything is fine. Everything is doing really well, and I'm really happy. And oh, thank you, everyone. So let's go into our stitching. This week went so fast to me. That's just unbelievable. I've only been able to stitch in 3 projects, so I've only got 3 to show you. Oh, but I got some other things, some lovely things to show you because as everyone was saying that they loved my design to inspire me, right? So I decided to decide to come up with some new ones, and we're going to talk about it in a little bit. So first of all, I want to show you what I've been stitching. I stitched in 3 projects this week, and I only stitched just over 3,000 stitches. That's all I did. So the first one that I'm going to show you is my big new thing at the moment, right? Is the one that I designed and that I call Best of Friends. Here it is. Oh, let me just pick it up. Look, if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it because I posted it there. I'm gonna try to come out, or maybe, sorry, just gonna try to bring the camera down. Sorry if this, so let's have a look. Here. Oh, look at this. I'm so proud of it. I think that eye that is now finished and the eye brown, it looks so nice. So I did in this one, I did 1032 stitches. So now in total as 3048. And it's 1%. I reached 1%, so I'm really proud. I just have to do another 99 like this, and it will be finished one day. So this is my design. This is my pattern. It's me like in a younger, nicer version. AI helps a lot. And my friends, Louis, the Doberman, and Bambi, the Lulu, the Pomeranian. So that's my 2 mates. And they my company at home. My parents live near to me in their house, but just next to mine. And my daughter is in uni, so they are my company all the time. And well, I'm sure you're hearing Bambi walking at the moment. But they're here with me. They follow me everywhere. I can't go to a bath or anything without them. They will scratch the door if they can't go in. So yeah. So sorry. Going back to the cross stitch. I had so much pleasure stitching this. I didn't want to put it down, of course, because I just want to see how it's coming up. I'm gonna give you like a closer shot so you can see it better. Oh, don't look at this. Is just the numbers that I normally stick here at the top. You know, this in here. I normally just put them at the top to guide myself. But instead of doing them all every time, I just put them in here, and they'll be here already for next time. Well, that's it. Oh, as soon as I finish the video, that's this one that I'm going to pick up. You know that now, don't you? It's lovely. I use solid colors and blends. Oh, I forgot to get the details here with me. I'll have to pick it up for the other ones. I'm going to pause. Well, let's pause it now. Sorry, I just had to pick up. I do a little card like this for every project that I'm having on at the moment. So this is the one that I was showing, Best of Friends. It's my own design and my own pattern that I'm so proud of. So if you're new here, I just had a try because Bambi wants to come on. Come on. Oh, Bambi had a haircut. Look, he looks like he's naked at the moment. Are you? Do you want to say hello? You wanted to come up? Oh, you wanted a cuddle? Yeah. But can you go on the floor so I can carry on in my video, please? Okay. Because soon Louis will want to come up too. Just a little bit. It won't be long. I'm sorry. He wanted to say hi. He just wanted to come on my lap. That's the truth. So if you're new here, just let it know quickly. I love very detailed patterns, and it's like if one of my hobbies, well, I started as cross stitch, and then it was like an hobby inside of a hobby, looking for new designers and new patterns. And I used to find these Russian ladies, and they had lovely patterns, but there was all sometimes there was something missing because I wanted to add something to that pattern, or because it was just not detailed that I wanted. This time I wanted a design with my dogs, so I decided to give it a try, and this is the results. That's why I'm so like happy about it. So I designed it. This is 450 by 675. In total, it will be 303,750. I'm using 49 solid colors and 200 blended. Yes, it has a lot of blenders. I put it up to the maximum because I don't mind to work with blends, and this way I know I will get the best of the details and the best blend of the skin color. What I found is if you got a design with skin, it's a lot better if you get blends. If it doesn't have skin, then you're fine. Usually you find with just solids, but when you got skin, it's a lot better. So in total, I have 249 colors in this design. So it's kind of max color. Now I need to put this one down, and now it's just a little bit for me. Sorry. I just swapped it for this one. Oh, this is the second one I work, and it's my main focus at the moment. Here it is, Mother's Love. My beautiful design. This is from Carol. This is not mine. This is from Carol. She's a Russian designer. I'm going to try to get it as close so you can see all the detail. Now in this one, it's 350 by 474. Let me pick up, it makes it easier. Sorry. In total, it will be 165,900 stitches, 32 solids, and 123 blends. Again, a stunning piece of work at design. I'm going to get up, sorry. I've been stitching here, mainly, around here. And I did the parking threads that I had in here. I'll try to put a picture up of how it was before. Now, this little bit here is the hardest of all of them because it's like this is like if it is lace. So here it's very, very hard, this little bit. But then it's this kind of details that makes the pattern beautiful. Makes it almost like a picture. I really like it. So in this one, I did 1,505 stitches. At the moment, it has a total of 31,943, bringing it up to 19.25%. So hopefully next week, I'll pass over the 20%. That's nice. That means that 1/5 of the project will be done, just 1/5. I got so much to go through yet. But it's lovely. These two ones, I could be stitched them all day, that I won't get bored. Really, really nice. I'm gonna put it down. And, oh, sorry. I'm just hoping that this won't fall off. And the third one that I worked, it's this down. I think it's better and I'll come out far away. This is called Not Forgotten. This is a kit from Luca S. Everything is what's included in the kit. I've been stitching around here this week, and I did 525 stitches only. It's a lovely kit. It's one of my first ones. My first video on YouTube, it's a video where I show this kit. So if you're interested, if you're curious, just go back to the first video and I do like an unboxing with this one. I love the colors. I love the fabric. To tell you the truth, this is anchor threads. I don't like anchor threads as much. Maybe it's me, but I think my stitches don't lay as nicer. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm getting used to painting fairy threads that much, that now when I'm stitching with these ones, the colors are great, the texture is great, it's just, it doesn't lay as nice. I don't know why. I use the same needle, it's still an 18 count fabric, both from Zweigart, so I don't know what's the reason, but they don't lay as nice. But it's lovely. The design is really beautiful. And the details, so this is an 18 count 8, as I said, 320 by 240, total of 76,799 stitches, and with 60 colors anchor, as I said. I love it. I really like it. It will be a nice addition to my wall, once finished. And this is all that I worked for as cross stitch, because do you know what else I've been working? As many of you suggested that I could give it a try at some more designs, then I did. Oh, what I've got to show you. I know that's not everyone's taste because they are quite big, but that's the way I like it, you know, and it's a lot, it's better, I enjoy myself if I'm designing and doing the pattern of something that I like, that I would like to stitch. So I don't know what the future will bring, but at the moment I'm going to carry on designing. I've already opened Etsy store because loads of you asked me in the comments. Well, lots of you mentioned they would love to buy them if they don't win the pattern. Yes, because if you're new here, in my last video, there's a giveaway that I did for 2 patterns, and that I will be giving away in the next week's video. So if you're new, if you're interested, just go back, have a look at the video, and you can still run for it if you're interested. Then, because there were so many comments of people saying that they love them so much and that they would like to buy them if they don't win them, that it took me a couple of days to kind of let it sink in, because my life is real busy. I work 5 days a week, full time, but it's a full time that I normally work like 10 to 12 hours a day. I lunch inside my job and everything. So when I got home, I got my dogs to walk, I got my home chores, I've got to give attention to my parents, I got my daughter at the weekends that I need to give attention. There's all loads of other things that, that life involves, and I don't have that much time. But I decided to give it a try. And as I was creating these patterns on my day off, look, the day just disappeared. I had so much fun. I didn't want to eat, I didn't want to drink. I was just in so much fun into it that I thought, oh well, that will be nice. So I've opened an Etsy store, as most of you asked me to find a way of selling them. If this does well, I will open a page, like a site where you can buy parts, so they will become a little bit cheaper because Etsy. I didn't know that Etsy took so much of so much commission. They have to take something, but I would know that was with Etsy, and then with the taxes, it makes the price higher. But we'll see. So it will be fun. It will be a hobby inside of a hobby, and also it will be a way of making my hobby affordable to me, because I don't want to keep going on all this time. But it's hard to live in Portugal at the moment. It's very, very expensive. Um, I know it's everywhere in the world, but for us, our wages are really, really low here. But that's it. I don't want to complain or have anything. I love Portugal. I love living here, but it's just financially it's getting harder. And that way, it will be easier for me. Maybe I could even work, like, instead of 10, 12 hours a day, I could work just 8 and then have a little bit more time for my cross stitch. Who knows where this will take me? All that I know is that I'm having so much fun, and your comments made me feel so happy. Then yes, I decided to design some more patterns. So I came up with like a series, is that how you call it? Where I've got like a group of designs of patterns, and I call them Black Wind series. It's a series of pirates. I'm going to show you them. So I'm looking down because that's where I've got my notes and I've got my PC and with all the details. So the first one, it's called Mistress of the Black Wind, and it's her. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, I hope you really like it, because this is the kind of design that I would love to stitch. It's a little bit of brown colors, but I love to stitch beautiful pieces. Like, she's a very beautiful lady with all the details. When we're stitching, I don't want to be just doing the background. I want to have detail on my pieces, but not those kind of details. How do I explain? Like, when I have a landscape or something, I like to feel it like a little bit closer, so not everything looks far away and tiny and small that you can't see any detail. That's why I like this kind of picture, because you can see her eyes, you can see her lips, you can see her jewelry, you can actually see the little details. So that's the way that she came up. And because the other patterns were patterns thinking of summer, I decided to carry on like with the sea detail. So that's how I came up with the Mistress of Black Wind. And she has a little story. Well, they all have a little story. I might read something to you at the end if I don't forget. But let me just give you some details of this pattern. It's 450 by 674, 229 colors. Again, it's a lot of colors, but if you want the detail there, that's how we need to do it. 42 solid and 187 blends. On the site, on the Etsy page, there's 2 PDFs for every pattern. There's like a full PDF with all the details, and then there's one that is compatible with Pattern Keeper. I don't know if the full one is compatible or not, but I did one with all the requests from the Pattern Keeper to make sure it runs properly for you. So that's it. It's a full coverage, as obviously. Then I did a second, because she couldn't be left on her own, of course, could she? I had to do a companion for her. And you want to have a look at him. Look at that. Isn't he gorgeous? Isn't he handsome? Look, just we are stitching and this face comes up and this chest. Oh, I'm not going to go there. Look, just looking at his eyes. Gorgeous, isn't he? I will love as I'm stitching and this face comes up. I'm sure many of you will love it too. I don't think I will be the only one, to tell the truth. Who knows? So gorgeous, handsome, isn't he? The details on this pattern are very similar. So if anyone wants to stitch him as a companion, 450 by 674, 229 DMC colors, 36 solid, and 193 blends. Now, I couldn't leave them just like that, standing looking at each other, and that's it, could I? So I had decided to put them together. Oh, so she's mistress of the Black Wind. He's the captain of the Black Wind. And this one is Where Storms Find Silence. Yeah. I love it. Very nice. Again, similar. I'm not going to go into details, but they're very similar, the sizes. Now, there was also another one there. I was just thinking of bringing up, slightly smaller, so just narrower. I didn't yet because I didn't know if this was too much. I may do in the future, but if there's anyone interested, I can. The design is already done. I can do the pattern. This is the picture. I've called it. Let me say. I did a name for all of them. My computer just shut down. Sorry. And this is called. Sorry. What is this called? The Gilded Revenant. Yeah. It's a ship. Their ship could be just a ship. It's their ship with all those details like that belong like to a group. So I'm just going to quickly to read you the story that I decided to come up. Sorry, I hope this is not too boring. It is short. So they say the Black Wind does not belong to the sea. It answers only to them. She was the storm's whisper, a woman feared in every port, her name carried on tides and tremors. He was the storm's hand, relentless, and I don't know how to say these words properly, unwielding and captain who bent the horizon to his will. Alone they were legends. Together they become something the world had no name for. Their path crossed under a sky split by lightning, where steel met fire and neither would yield. But storms have a way of recognizing their own. What began in defiance became something deeper, as bond forged in salt, danger, and the quiet moments between battles. Now, wherever the black wind rises, so do they, not as conquerors, but as sovereigns of a force that cannot be tamed. And in the heart of every storm, there is a moment, brief, fragile, where even chaos falls silence. Well, sorry for my reading because I did write this in Portuguese and then I translated, so I'm sure the translation is okay. It's just my reading. So, if you decide to stitch them, I hope you have fun. Oh, something. If you decide to stitch any of these pieces, like this or any other that from the last video or that I will design in the future, I would love to see as you're stitching, and I would love to show it here in the channel. I think that could be so much fun. So if you do, and if you're okay with it, of course, send me the pictures to my email. My email is on my YouTube channel here in the description. And it would be so much fun to be able to show you, like to show it to everyone. We could even create like a group or in Facebook or something. But now, I don't know. I just think it would be so nice to see them coming up alive because I'm not going to be able to stitch all of them, I would love to, but I won't. So I will be so happy to see everyone's work and how it comes up to life. And oh, so nice. It would be really, really nice. You would make me really happy if you send me those pictures. And if you give me permission to show them to everyone, even better. Um, that's it. Now, we need, I want to give you one of these patterns. So let's do another giveaway, shall we? We'll do it next week. So next week we'll have two giveaways. We will have the one from the last video and we'll have the one from here. So I forgot to say in the last video, you need to be over 18. So you can give me, I can ask you for an email. Or then you show, well, I will tell you who's the winner in the next video. And then please send me an email letting me know your details so I can send you the patterns. And for this one, you're gonna need to add the name Black. Let's say Black. And then you can tell me which of the three patterns you want. I will give one away, so you can choose which one you prefer. Just mention Black on your comment, and then you're running for one of these three lovely patterns. Oh, I hope you'll have as much fun stitching it and as I had designing it, because oh, this is so, so nice. I don't know what to tell you about this. I'm so happy. I keep losing my head regarding this. So if you've got any questions, just please come. I will leave the Etsy shop link on the first comment. I think I can put a top comment and like fix a comment. And I don't think I'm missing anything, but please give me feedback and be kind. It's my first time like designing, my first time doing patterns. So I will be very happy with all the comments, suggestions. Just do it in a nice way. If there's something that is wrong, I will fix it. Just come to me and let me know. That's why I'm here for. Um, I think that's it. I'm hoping to have new patterns, at least one every week. We'll see. And now I've got something to show you that came from Painting Fairy that is nice. I think is going to be very handy. Oh, I forgot one thing I need to pick up again. I'm going to have to stop the video again. Sorry. And yeah, I'm just going to pick up. Hi, sorry, I'm back. So I've received two boxes from Painting Fairy. I'm going to show you what's inside of both of them. I've already opened them, like to prevent most of the noise, but not all of it, because some of it is still inside of the bags, and I'm not taking all the bags out for the moment. But I'm very happy about it. Is you know what's the things that I like? I keep telling them, don't I? The things that I like most about Painting Fairy. First, the frames that you've already seen them. I love them. They can't be better to me. I really, really like. They stretch my fabric, but you know all that by now. I really like them. And what's the second thing that I like the most? Their threads. And what did they thought about sending me this time? Threads. They sent me quite a few of these bags with their lovely, lovely threads. Look at all these colors. They've sent me pinks, blues, purples, greens, some other kind of blues, more blues, brown. It's like brown to purple, purple, pinks, yellow, brownish, gray to black, another kind of between gray and cream, something like that. That's where like the 640, 42 and 320, and then some of the creams and browns. Oh, look, I need to start a new design, don't I? I got all these threads now. Oh, they're lovely. You know, I can't tell you enough about their threads. They're really, really nice. Starting from they don't come apart because they are. I should tell you the words. You know, they tell me here everything about their threads. This is Egyptian cotton, and what they call it. Let me think if I see here. I know the colors are great. They don't fade. They're very nice. I'm looking for a word. I can't remember. You know, it's the way that the threads, you know, the ones are long, so it doesn't fray, doesn't come apart. It's really, really nice. In one of the boxes, there was another sample here. Sorry, just take it out so I can show you. I really like it. This one is 642. It's wonderful. It's shiny thread. The color is perfect, just as the MC. I love to stitch on them. You know, my crosses look really well compared to the one I was just saying before with anchor. Look, these ones, they lay nice. I have no problem. If I show you, you've seen it, you know, but if I show you my work closer, I'm so happy with my crosses. And this is an 18 count, you know, that means that the holes are not big, the threads are kind of together. There's two threads. It's easier when you stitch with just one, but when you stitch with two, making them like being flat, being nicer, it's harder. But I don't have to do anything. They just do. You know, as I'm just stitching, they lay nicely. I really like them. I want to like express in a way that you do understand how nice they are and how affordable. I would never have this many patterns started if my threads were not affordable, because DMC here is very expensive. Like, there we go again in the price. But the truth is that I don't see any difference from Painting Fairy to DMC. I'm equally happy with both of them. But then I have the price of fairy painting that I don't have anywhere else. So trust me, just give it a try once. And then let me know if there's anything that you don't like, that I missed, because I'm sure you're gonna love them. Really gonna love them. Now, they've sent me a box, and it's this box. Now, normally I like my threads, how do you call it? Not the bobbins, the hanging ones. I can't remember the name, sorry. The drop floss drops. That's how you call them. Yeah, I like them like that. But I see that many of you like bobbins. Please let me know also in the comments, what am I missing in the bobbins? Because I'm sure there must be some way of working with bobbins that is nice, because so many of you like them, that I don't know what it is. Because the way that I was doing is I would put the thread all the way around in here, so it does take me longer than just to like double it in 8 pieces and cut them, and that's it. It takes me longer to put them all around here, but okay, I can do that. But then what I was doing before is I would have to take it out and and to cut the floss and then put it back again. There must be a way that you do it that I don't know, because I see so many of you that really like them. So I decided to accept this box. When they offered me the opportunity to get a box to show you, I was like, it's not the kind of thing that I would normally pick, but there's so many of you that love them that I decided, well, at least I'm going to show you, for all of you that like bobbins, that the box is lovely if you like to bobbinate your threads. It comes with this like foam style, with these slots in here where you will put your bobbin, and then it goes inside the box like that, and it comes with the stickers to add the DMC numbers. sorry for the crinkly, and the stickers have the proper colors and everything, so like the numbers of the colors, and you just add them to the bobbin. Then you put the thread in here, and it will look so well organized. I will use it. I'm going to use it for one of my new designs, my new patterns. This box comes up in a bigger size too. You can have it for like a full DMC set. You can pile them up together, and they will stay on top of each other. They're prepared for that, because there's these slots here that will go on top of the other ones. But I decided just to get one for now, because I normally don't use bobbins. So I want to give them a try and to see if you give me some details on why do you like them? How should I do it? I need your advice this time. So that I got the opportunity to try the way that they look when you've got all your threads here laying properly in the slats. Oh, it's so cute, so nice to have it like that. It makes the stitching even more pleasurable. But please help me, convince me why I should use bobbinette, because I want to use the box now, because I think it's lovely. I think it's just also well organized. So if you like bobbinette, give them a try, because they're really nice. They're steady. All the bobbins go inside, and you get all the numbers with the colors, everything matching. I think it's really, really nice. So that's why I wanted to show you. I just need to find a reason to do it, a way of doing it that would make it easier for me than instead of the floss drops. In the description box there will be a link for Painting Fairy, so you can have my discount, and there's also a coupon, Sofia Souza, that it will give you the discount. So you'll have everything in there. Sorry again. You'll have it all in there. The link that takes you straight to there. I will leave you the direct link for the box and also for the threads, so it makes it easier for you. But you can have the discount in anything that you want. It doesn't have to be just on this, okay? And that's it. I'm thinking that I'm missing something, that I need to tell you something else, but I can't remember what it is. So I better write it down for next time, don't I? So please don't forget to comment black to see if you're the winner of one of these new patterns. And then you can choose whichever you want. And that's it, my friends. Do a lot of stitching if it makes you happy, and take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and be happy. Bye. See you next week.